This is going to be kind of a little bit random video, but everything is still focused on beauty. These are frequently asked beauty questions that I get. Obviously, if they're frequently asked, I get them a lot, and I thought it would be fun to just compile those into a video. These are things I get a lot, whether they be in emails, private messages, tweets, Facebook, you name it, you know, just things I see over and over. I feel like I've done these videos in the past and, you know, solicited for questions saying, ask me something on Facebook, ask me something on Twitter, I'll answer it in a video. And I think those are helpful, but here I just really wanted to focus on those things that I truly do get a lot. Some are questions about certain things I do beauty-wise, others are just kind of random advice type questions. Also, if you want true randomness, check out my vlog channel. I did the 25 things you don't know about me tag, and you will learn a lot about me there in the non-beauty related sense. I was inspired to learn to do that after watching G.I. Jane. Like, couldn't handle it. This is something I have never mentioned anywhere. Well, this is something I'm really ashamed of. Tyler's body is like a space heater. I mean, I was with a bunch of girls and we went and got tattoos. I don't know. Started piercing stuff. I hope you don't think I'm too weird after you see that video. But starting off here, one of the first things I want to touch on is this guy right here. This little bowl gets called out so often. What's in there? What is it? Or if you know that these are EOS lip balms, you will ask what kinds I have. And first off, the little dish, this is just a little plastic dish. I think it came from a dollar store probably at some point. And I just thought what a fun way to display these lip balms, which are honestly kind of hard to store in, you know, shallow drawers and stuff like that. So I'll go through and tell you what I have in here. This is the lemon one. That's one of my favorites. My other favorite, the sweet mint. Love those two. And by the way, I like to use these a lot as a base for a lip product. And I don't like to use super slippery, slick ones where I feel like any lipstick I put on top would slide right off. These are a little bit, while I feel like they're moisturizing, I don't feel like they are really, really slick. So they make a great lip primer. Another one I have here, this is the tangerine. I think this is a medicated one. I wasn't such a big fan of that. I remember getting this pink one, which is the strawberry sorbet, I think, and then this purple one is like a raspberry or berry sorbet type thing. These came in a duo, I remember, and I think now the strawberry is sold individually. This is the summer fruit, the first one that I remember getting that came out, the honeydew melon. This is a really good one too. I love that scent. And then a while back I got like a 3-pack at Target, and they were a Disney collection, and there's a vanilla and this kind of berry, strawberry, berry type scent. I'm not exactly sure. And there's a blue one as well, which Cupcake got a hold of and likes to chase around like a cat toy. But yes, these are all lip balms. That's what they look like, and I like to keep them in this little dish. Some people have also asked if I've had a storage change. Up here, you might notice that these little drawers don't have the same embellishment, let's say, that I put on these with the little pearls and the rhinestones and stuff. I have switched some things around. Some of my other containers that did have that decoration are down lower now, and I just kind of swapped some things out and rearranged a little bit. Will I do a collection video or something like that soon, or a new storage video? Probably will. I'm still fine-tuning a few things, but yeah, I do need to find a cute way to spruce up these other little containers that don't have my nice little beads on there. Paint color in the makeup room. It is Valspar Very Berry paint. It's satin finish, and I remember getting that from Lowe's. Next one is what hair products do you use? And I'm gonna stick with basically those things that are more of a like shampoo, conditioner, daily use things. There are some products like styling products I might switch off a lot, but as far as the things I use all the time, and with the shampoo and conditioner there's been a little switch. I've been using the En Route from the Balm, and as you can see, I'm almost out of these. The shampoo and the conditioner, I use the Give Me Volume kind. I've reviewed these on my blog. I feel like when my hair was being really, really dry, these got my hair in better condition. I have long hair, as you can see, it's pretty long, and it's fine hair, naturally straight hair, and I felt like this took dry ends and kind of rejuvenated them a little bit, so I've really enjoyed these, I must say. However, they can be a little heavy, and like I said, I got fine hair. My hair will start to get oilier faster when I use these. As a whole, I think these are like pretty high quality hair products. So as you can see, I'm kind of starting to run low on those, and so I started using another kind that we had here around the house, and it's the Suave Professionals Rosemary Mint. It says salon proven to invigorate as well as Aveda, but I love these. These have actually been doing great for my hair lately. I've been using these over the course of the past month a little bit more, and I haven't felt like they've over dried. I also don't feel like they're getting me, you know, oily any sooner than normal at my scalp. So I love these. I also, a must-have for a deep conditioner that I use about once a week. It's the En Route Conditioning Treatment Mask from the Balm. I've experimented with a lot of different deep conditioners. This one is definitely my favorite. I really notice a difference in the softness of my hair, and I feel like it is something you can use maybe alongside a less expensive shampoo and conditioner and get a great result and keep your hair, you know, not feeling dry. Another thing I do, and I forgot to bring it in here, but it's on the other side of the house. I think I mentioned it in a the Best in Beauty video before my June one. What would that be? May? And it's the Got To Be styling oil. That stuff is great. I use that like before I curl my hair. Like for example, before I curled the ends here, I put some of that oil on the ends of my hair, and I feel like maybe that's played a role as well in my hair not feeling or appearing dry at the end. By the way, does the girl on here not kind of remind you of Leighann from Leighann Says? I mean, obviously Leighann is even prettier, but every time I deep condition Leighann, I think of you because of this girl on the packaging. Naked and nude palettes. So many questions about comparing one to the others. Which one do I buy? Do I buy the Lorac Pro or the Nakeds? What about Stila in the Light that you've been talking about? So I just thought I would give you a little quick comparison here. Naked palettes. I love them. I think they're great quality palettes. I mean, you got your original Naked here. Everybody's familiar with that pretty much. A lot of neutrals, a lot of versatility in this palette as well, because you do have a great range of lighter to medium shades. You can get a bronzy golden look. You can get into the, you know, the berry, almost plum type look. And then you've got some really nice deep shades that almost border a little bit on a blue tone. So there's more variety in the Naked one than the Naked 2. That's a big question. I addressed this in a video, but I feel like Naked 2, while it's pretty, I don't feel like I can get as many different looks as the Naked one. There's also like a massive amount of light to medium shades in this palette. Not that they're not gorgeous, great shades. And then you've got, bam, a black. I kind of wish there was a little more middle ground. The Naked Original is great about having a lot of those middle ground shades that work great in the crease, you know, great for a smoky eye or something like that. So in my opinion, I tend to go for this more than this, but I still think they're both nice palettes to have. Then people will ask, what about Naked palettes versus Lorac Pro? As a whole, I think if you want versatility, okay, if you want the ability to get a lot of different looks, having all these matte shades and all of these shimmery shades and getting them in a variety of tones. You know, you are going from ultimate light to dark here, and then you're going from warm to cooler to colors a little bit. I think this is probably the most versatile. If you want a ton of different looks, I would kind of steer you toward Lorac Pro over the Naked palettes, just because I think it's a little more versatile. A couple of other great palettes that I have mentioned that I love are the Balm's Nude Tude and Stila in the Light. As far as these go, I just love the quality of the Balm's eyeshadows, and I have just really loved this palette. This stands up to the Naked one, Naked 2, just as good, you know, just a different configuration. I think you kind of got to look at it and think, what kind of colors do I want? This gives you some matte shades, some super dark shades, a lot of mid-range with a little bit of a warm brown, a lot of highly shimmery shades too. So there's a great range in this palette. I love this one. Stila in the Light. What makes this different? For me, when I'm thinking of a warm eye, kind of a rose gold looking eye, this is what I go to. This was demoed in my Bridal Favorites Plus tutorial video, because this whole top row, just seeing it on camera like this is not doing it justice, but these shades are wonderful together, and that whole top row works great. Then the bottom part, you've got some cooler shades, some shades that really remind me of the Naked palette. I hope that gives you a little idea of all those kind of nude palettes, you know, what's what. How do you remove your makeup? I use these Equate Daily Facial Cloths. These I get from Walmart, and these are basically the generic version of the Olay Daily Facials cloths. When did I talk about these? I've talked about these recently, but basically they're a dry cloth, and when you get it wet, it lathers up. I use it to remove everything. Eye makeup, face makeup, it all goes down with this. These say for normal skin, and I believe this is the only variety sold from the Equate kind. If you want sensitive skin, a specific kind for combo to oily, and normal to dry, Olay splits them up that way. So there's little different textures on the cloths, but these work great for me. Lower cost, $66 in a box, so you get 2 separate packs in here. I love them. Another question here, do you wear false lashes every day? While it might seem like I do, I really don't, but I will say I wear them often, and I like experimenting with and playing with false lashes just like I like trying on new lipsticks and new eyeshadows. You know, it's just another element of makeup experimentation for me, and I love seeing, you know, sometimes like you do a finished eye look and then, you know, how does the lash frame that look and give it a different appearance, you know, or glam it up some. I love to glam it up, so I do love my falsies. I like using the Revlon Precision Lash Glue to apply them. Have you ever had Botox? No, I have never had Botox or any sort of beauty procedure or any surgery of any kind, quite frankly. My eyebrows are far too mobile for having Botox. I haven't even had a manicure or pedicure in a salon, folks. This is DIY here. Setting sprays. Lots of questions about setting sprays. I'm going to give you a rundown of what I've tried and what I think works best here as quickly as I can. I've tried the Model in a Bottle makeup setting spray matte finish. This does prolong staying power some, but really when it comes right down to it, the reason why I want to put a setting spray on is not just for staying power, but to also undo any sort of powdery look and just really make the look come off fresh. And while this will give me good staying power, it doesn't necessarily do much for taking away a powdery look. Ones that I think kind of do it all, that I've been really impressed with as far as giving me the fresh look, but also giving me good staying power, are the Urban Decay All Nighter, and most recently, this is something just within the past week or so I've been playing with. I got the little size of the D-Slick, and that is specifically for oil control. And this is interesting because this will make me look fresh, but yet it really seems to help the makeup hang on. So I like both of these. The e.l.f. Mist and Set with Aloe Green Tea Cucumber and vitamins A, C, and E. This, I don't really notice prolonged staying power when I use this, but I do think it's a great little refresher spray, you know, spray, and you could do that with any of these, but spray them on kind of midday just to get your glow back, so to speak. That's a good one. I also have MAC Fix Plus, but I'm going to be honest, I haven't used this recently enough to compare to all those others, so I'll have to get on that and update if I notice any sort of similarity to the others. A lot of people ask me, where do you find Wet n Wild products? For me, it's sold at pretty much all of my local drugstores. I can find it at Walmart. I can find it at CVS, Walgreens. I would say Walgreens, for me, is what tends to have the best selection. They also sell the Fergie line at Walgreens. For me, it's going to be more likely that I find a limited edition Wet n Wild collection at CVS or Walgreens. And I don't have a Rite Aid near me, but if you have a Rite Aid, I know a lot of people say they find Wet n Wild there too. What is your hair color? This is actually my natural hair color right here. I haven't changed the color for probably over a year and a half now. What I used to do was I would get the Clairol Natural Instincts, which was a semi-permanent hair color in a shade that was like pretty much this color, maybe a hint darker. And I thought it was adding some thickness to my hair by doing that, but I guess I kind of just got to the point where I didn't want to mess with it anymore, and I'm happy with this color, so that's what we're going with. Last one here, advice for starting a blog. This is something that recently recently I've been getting so much, to the point where I created a blog post with tips for starting a blog. So I will link to that so you can check it out. And I tried to focus on things to do before you even start your blog, like how to kind of go through the brainstorming session and things to be aware of before you get going. Some tips for writing posts and some tips for like spreading the word and trying to just, you know, get your blog out there to the masses basically. So I covered all that, and I hope it's really helpful to those of you who are thinking about starting a blog. I think that's really exciting, and I noticed a lot of people commented as well, some bloggers with their tips, which is great. So hopefully that clears some things up. Those are the questions I get a lot, whether it is here on YouTube or other forms of social media. So thank you so much for taking time to watch. Thank you for asking me those questions, and I love you guys. I'll see you later. Bye.